Hello everybody, I am Interact and this is Slay the Spire. Welcome back. We are going to ascend with the Defect to get back to our Ascension 4. Remove a card from my deck. Obtain a curse. Choose a... Yeah, give me a curse and... Ooh. Dare I do Electrodynamics again? I dare. Of course I dare. Who dares wins, right? That's the SAS's motto. The SAS, if you don't know, is the British Special Forces unit in the military, I believe. Basically like the... If you're American, it's like the Army Rangers for the British. Or Navy SEALs, possibly. Not entirely certain. But actually, jumping off that topic, I did have something that I wanted to talk about. And it's a little bit of a sort of controversial topic, I guess. But not the way that I'm talking about it. Hey, Boot Sequence, how you doing, buddy? I'm talking about guns. Now, not anything... please come back. I didn't mean like that. I'm not talking about like controversial, you know, gun control, whatever. I'm not gonna dive into that. That's a whole can of worms. I'm just gonna talk about how I like them. Now, what do I mean when I say I like them? I like them because I think that the way that they're engineered is always... Consume could be okay, actually. We're gonna have to pick up a capacitor. The way that they're designed and engineered has always interested me. Now, I'm gonna follow that up by saying I do not own a firearm. At all. I despite the fact that I legally could buy one because I am old enough and I live in the United States of America, I do not own a firearm. I'm talking purely like I like the way that they look, the way that they're designed, the history behind them. I tend to prefer older ones as well, like World War II era guns, because that's where they started to really like experiment with the way that guns, the way that they designed them and functioned, and that's when assault rifles became a big thing with the German Sturmgewehr. I apologize if you're German and you heard me pronounce that. I'm really sorry. But also, that literally means storm gun, which is the coolest shit ever. Whoever came up with that name, props. Yeah, I've always been fascinated. Ever since I can remember, really. And that probably has a lot to do with the fact that, like, obviously, you know, I grew up playing, like, Call of Duty and stuff. But it's just fascinating to me, you know, the way that they're made and all the engineering that goes behind something that I think people think of as kind of simple because it just, you know, at its core level, it shoots a bullet, right? But there's so much just, it's kind of elegant about guns. You know, from the way they handle all the mechanisms of how they work and we have the rest. Of how you actually get to the point where you're actually shooting a bullet out of it, right? It's just crazy that the amount of engineering that had to go into making something that we think of as being, I guess, kind of simple, or maybe that's just an American way of looking at it, but I'm gonna use this. But I mean, you know, and then the way that they disassemble and everything, and then it's like cars, right? If you look at cars at a basic level, and this is a really weird comparison, I know, but like cars and guns are very similar, right? Everyone around the world makes them. People all around the world use them. But there's so many different ways that they came to be, and there's so many different models and makes, and different companies have different methods of, you know, making them, and how they function and how they look and the design. But at the basic level, they all take you from one point to another using an engine, whether it be combustion or electrical, on a set of wheels. But it's just so crazy that people have found all these different ways of doing that, you know? And some are better than others, obviously. I kind of want bronze scales. I don't think we need loop. It's just always been crazy that, you know, there's just so many different ways of doing essentially the same thing, right? And then you look at them and it's... This turn's gonna actually be great, never mind. It's crazy that some of them look so different than others, like the FAMAS, for instance, the French FAMAS. You can Google a picture of it if you have no idea what it looks like. It looks so much different than like an M4 or an AR-15, which are basically the same thing. It's just crazy that, you know, they both, I believe they both fire 5.56 rounds, so they both even fire the same bullet, but they still look so different than each other. And they're different, you know, the way that the bolt works is completely different. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to think about. Auto shields, I think, is okay. I'm gonna kill myself trying to get a relic. All that for strawberry. Perfect. Yeah, it's just, you know, I'd like to own, not a real gun, but someday I'd like to own like a replica or one that doesn't actually fire. Just for the collectors, you know, that's the whole reason I want a gun in the first place. It's just because I think that they're like such beautifully made pieces of technology. Oh, force field's actually really helpful, thank you. That's pretty much it. Just because I think they're so... It's just like the history behind them and everything. And just the amount of engineering that went into what essentially is just something you use to kill other human beings, you know? And we've been using them for so long, and the evolution from like the way that old muskets and whatnot used to work to the way they work now is just... It's crazy, man. It's crazy stuff. I'm gonna take so much damage. I think if I'd actually used strike there, he would have... Yeah, he would have... flipped. Whatever. I don't think it's worth using it now. Oh well. I don't know, but that's my weird random rant about guns, I guess. I just think some of them are just... some of them look as if they were designed with style in mind, you know? Over the function of just being a gun. Are we actually dead? I believe we're legitimately dead. I'll try not to be, but I'm dead. I'm not dead. Oh boy. It's the same thing with like language. You know, if you just sit and think about it, right? This kind of sucks. If I force field and then... Alright, cool. If you think about language, right? The fact that so many different languages exist, but they all do the same thing, it's just crazy. Definitely take Sozu again. There are so many things in this world that just, like, seem almost too coincidental. And this is a lot of, like, deep philosophical nonsense that I'm talking about. So I wouldn't fault you if you're, you know, like, oh, great. Can you move on to something else? Can you just talk about Slay the Spire, please? There's some weird, almost coincidences in the world, you know, like language. Like, I guess it makes sense that we had to develop a way of speaking or communicating, right? Like, that just makes sense. Because how else are you gonna be like, you know, I'm hungry, or I'm tired, or hey, that's my property, or my kill, whatever, if you want to go back to super old school caveman days. Be like, hey, that's my meat, go away. But it's crazy that there are so many different languages that exist. But they all do the same thing, right? They all communicate with other people. And that's all that they do. At a very basic level, obviously. And the fact that there are different alphabets, but they all... And I guess some languages don't have words for certain things. So it's not... But grammar is... I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff in history. In case you can't tell, I really liked history when I was in school. Big fan of history. Also of art and, like, creativity and expression and whatnot. Which is pretty much why I have this YouTube channel. Because I felt like it. I was like, yeah, you know, I feel like creating stuff again. Because I haven't really done it since I was in college. When I went to college for art school. I haven't really done much creative outside of that. Oh man, I would love to be able to pick that up. This is actually really good. We might want to... Oh yeah, we definitely want to remove. Because we have doubt. Get that out of here. I don't doubt myself. That's why I always make sure to remove doubt as soon as humanly possible. Because I believe in myself. I never doubt myself. That's not true. I absolutely doubt myself. I think everyone does, though. But all the different, you know, superstitions and stuff, and I don't really... This sounds bad segueing from superstitions to religion, but the fact that, you know, multiple religions exist all over the world, and they have existed, and they accomplish essentially the same thing. You know, old historic religions and whatnot. They all explained natural phenomenon that humans couldn't understand back then. I'm talking like the Norse gods and whatnot, you know? Like they had the god of thunder because they didn't understand what thunder was, necessarily. So they had to have a reason to explain it, so they said, okay, there's a big guy up in the sky with a giant hammer who makes it. Sure, why not? Or, you know, why the very basic human question that everyone's asked since the actual beginning of time, why do we exist? You know, why are we here? What's our purpose? I feel like I spend too much time thinking about these things, but, you know, it's sort of productive-ish. I want to upgrade. I feel like I need to upgrade something, but I'm also taking so much damage because I'm just rambling on. We don't really have a power synergy outside of drawing cards. We'd really like a storm or something. I think we just need to rest. Yeah, we really need storm or something, man. Anything. Alright, capacitor is actually nice because we have consume? There we go. I was like, is that what it's called? Consume? Just trying to remember the name of it. I don't really want to reboot for 1 energy worth of cards. I'd rather draw electrodynamics or something. Okay, yeah, electrodynamics. The card that I just drew right there. It's really gonna help me out at not taking 1 billion wounds. Oh, hey, there you are. FTL dual cast. Do I reboot for like auto shields? If I don't draw a defensive card in this hand, okay, that actually is pretty helpful. We got an upgraded defend and to go for the eyes and a zap, so I think it was worth it. We desperately need to, like, pick up Lee's Waffle out of the shop or something. Pantograph will help. Still, I mean, I honestly think we just skip these. I actually think I'm gonna reboot and try and get electrodynamic. Oh my god. I really need electrodynamics, or I'm gonna just die. Oh Christ. I should have auto shields first. It won't matter, because that's enough block. But I really need electrodynamics now, please, deck. Oh my goodness. Draw me electrodynamics. Just give me an electrodynamics. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. So we have 18 damage. Or I could just, you know, hit them for no reason. That works too. Alright, we definitely need defensive cards like Leap. We have a lot of powers and no real... Yeah, we need Storm or something, man. I'm just... Okay. Question is, do we want to... If we go for the shop, we miss out on a bonfire, which I think we desperately need. Yeah. And the history behind guns is... Going back on what I've been talking about. The history behind it is just crazy, right? Like, think about it. Who, back in the day, saw gunpowder and was like, hey, wouldn't it be great if we used this gunpowder to shoot this tiny little projectile as fast as humanly possible at other people? You know? Who thought that? And how did that even come to be? Probably gonna like look that up after this episode's done recording, because I'm really interested in that. And I know I'm a complete nerd when it comes to very weird things like this. There's a storm. Now I need an actual one though. It's just, you know, it's always interested me the way that I guess mankind evolved, almost. Like, how did we end up where we are currently? And I mean, like, with everything, you know? Like, how did architecture end up the way that it is right now? And why are some houses more quote-unquote good looking or pleasing to the eye than others, you know? I have a lot of free time is what you should be pretty much garnering out of this conversation. I don't think I really need to pick up a capacitor, because having only two, I think 2 orb slots is fine for now, but I really need more than that. Bottle tornado to grab our electrodynamics. I guess white noise. We're relying on these white noises. Sure. Fighting the champ. And I really need to upgrade some cards. Hopefully we make it to the next floor. And the next floor gives us some upgrades. Echo form. That's gonna be good. I should have played that. Whatever. So I gotta remember that I have that echo form. By doing things like that. I can take 1 damage. I don't have Runic Dihedron or anything. Oh, I had Pantograph. I don't think I needed... Ah, damn it. Oh. Oops. Once again, you know, I need to remember that I have Echo Form. I need a big old... You have Echo Form, you idiot! Up on top of my screen. So make it so we draw 3 extra cards. I think that's actually probably going to be our best bet. Is just getting a lot of... I want to reboot. Like, what would I be hoping to reboot for? Zap? Dual cast? Yeah, I'm not I'm saving these reboots for when I'm like, got no defensive cards, and I'm like, holy shit, I need to defend. No, actually that's fine, because auto shields doesn't really duplicate very well. It actually duplicates really poorly. I maybe wanted to start off with FTL, so I could draw a bunch of cards, but minor nitpicks. Yeah, starting off with FTL here draws me 2 extra cards. I could consume, I mean, I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna reboot here because I have nothing. I've just, oh god, I rebooted into more nothing. I just have nothing going on right now with these hands. Okay. If we double up on Leap, that's actually pretty good. If we doubled up on FTL, we could get auto shields before the Leap goes off, but I'm gonna play it safe and just double up on Leap. I might as well dual cast. Once again, 1 damage. Not gonna matter. It's not a daily, I'm not going for perfects. Here I think I'm gonna double up on Zap. And we have so many, we need some offensive cards in our deck. I'm just realizing now through this fight that I have nothing but defense. Okay, double up on Leap seems fine. Can we get damage in here? Because, I mean, he's not killing us, right? And we need to kill him, eventually. So I think we can just take it on the chin. We're gonna take, what, like 30 something damage? 25? I think that's fine. Double strike, double FTL draws us into maybe a zap, maybe a dual cast. Just double strike him. Some defense out there. I don't think I reboot, I think I just strike. We're in this weird turtley area. Definitely double up on Zap, and I think I can kill him pretty easily from there. Yeah, alright, cool. We really need to pick up, like, just basic ball, like, okay. That definitely works. Inserter. That actually works really well with Consume. As weird as it seems, because I know a lot of people think this relic's really bad, it's gonna work with Consume. We've got the Powers boss again. Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Mega Crit, I'm gonna tweet you. I'm not actually gonna tweet you, but I'm gonna tweet you. And ask you why you do these things to me. I hate that consuming doesn't actually upgrade or like evoke one of them. Whatever. Oh, another electrodynamics. I think that the change to electrodynamics definitely also made it so having a second electrodynamics isn't actually just worthless, because now it channels some lightning for you. Which I think was a good idea for obvious reasons, because having cards that just do nothing for you when you have 2 of them kind of sucks. Especially on a character like this where you have things like Echo Form. Conserve Battery. We're still looking for offensive cards. Maybe I probably should have taken Claw, to be honest with you. Storm is actually super good. We've actually been asking for something like that. I think I can remove these basic defense. I may have spent a little bit too much of my money. Whatever. Not worried about it. Yeah, give me a relic. Ginger, okay. Pretty good since we're finishing with Thunder Strike. Can't say I'm going to complain about it. Inserter coming in to make our consume not so bad. Normality. A perpetual thorn in my side. Yeah, give me something defensive, please. 12. That's a whiff. I don't even know what I was hoping to get there that would make it so I would kill him on that turn. But it definitely wasn't that. I'm just skipping cards at this point. Okay, let me actually look at what there is. Alright, nothing's better than removing normality. Not very many things are better than just removing a normality, honestly. Alright, I see our path. Nemesis is a pain in the ass. He's hitting for 21. Sure, I'll take 1 damage. Whatever. Thank you for showing up, Storm. Okay. Another electrodynamics. Yay. I think they did a good job of changing that. I think I have to do it when he's not intangible. I might as well, right? I mean, this deck looks pretty good. I don't remember if the boss actually... if Awoken one weakens you or not, so I don't know if Ginger is going to be that helpful, but I'm pretty sure he does. We're going to channel an extra one, just in case we didn't already have enough damage. I don't know what I'm even looking for here. He's very dead. He actually might not have been dead if I didn't play like that. I have 27 cards, I can't pick up Claw. Alright, things need to be upgraded. What needs to be upgraded? Things. Didn't I just say that? I think Storm needs to be innate. Along with my, didn't I just get Bottle Tornado Electrodynamics? Am I losing my mind? Or did I just get this? I feel like I did just get this. Will I reboot again? Absolutely. Who do you think you're talking to? Rebooting again is just absolutely something that I would do. Because it's just stupid enough, you know? Thankfully we have Storm again. Very excited about having Storm again. I mean, this is basically the same run, right? Oh, there's Ball Lightning. I asked for that. And then Molten Egg after it, which is really great. It's actually a pretty good start. Channel some Lightning. And then have some zero cost cards that we're not going to do anything with. Can't weaken me, son. I'm unweakenable. Unable to be weakened. Probably a better way of putting that. Boy, oh boy. What do I should have used defrag first. That was silly of me. I don't know. Yeah, going back to what I was talking about much earlier. I want to say history was probably one of my favorite classes in school. I'm trying to think why, though. I think it's just I enjoyed it, you know? Isn't that pretty much what everyone's favorite class is? The one that they enjoyed? You know? Or you were good at, I guess. Because I kind of enjoyed math. I was pretty good at math. Stack could be okay. I don't think it really matters. What am I doing upgrading a card? Get your rest on, boy. It's probably history. I'm not fighting that. It's probably history or possibly math. Math was pretty good. Pretty fun. I was also, you know, pretty good at it, so that might be why. Just upgrade the win condition. This again. I don't know, what was your favorite class in school? It might, actually, I think for me it was probably art, but that was in high school only. I didn't take... Actually, I'm trying to remember, did we have like an art class in like elementary school? I know we had like music class that we did, which I think is fairly common. Oh yeah, Core Search is nice. But I'm not sure that we had a I'm not sure that we had an art class. I'm trying to think. What do I upgrade here? Not sure it really matters. Like, white noise makes it free. Just make this an 8, whatever. Just dunk on this guy like we did last time. We actually don't have a res relic. It's a little awkward. So, you know, we also don't have a res potion. We have Gambler's Brew, which could come in handy, but I'm a little scared. Getting Echo Form off of that is actually just absurd. It's so good. I'm gonna take so much damage here. So much damage. And I don't even have a, whatchamacallit out to help me mitigate that. Alright, so we have Echo Form. Remember that. Did you write that down? That'll be on the test. Did I know that that was going to give me exactly enough block? Absolutely. Did the math in my head. And then I was one short because... whatever. Shut up. If I had remembered that I had Echo Form, I would have done this. And almost killed him. Can I mulligan that turn? Is that possible? I need defensive cards. I said defensive cards. I mean, I still need defensive cards. God's sake, man. Stop giving me Thunderstrike. We're not actually taking that much damage now. And by not that much, I mean we're almost dead. That's what I meant. So we have Echo Form. We do not have a hologram to get back Thunderstrike. Auto Shields is our only defensive card right now. If we consumed twice, these would do 4 more damage each. So that's 16 damage. This draws us into cards that could possibly be defends or leaps, which might keep us alive. Defragment is kind of the same thing as consume. I'm gonna FTL to draw defends, okay. So we definitely auto shields. We're definitely going for the eyes. We don't really have enough defense still. Could Gambler's Brew to try and draw a leap. But that's only, what, 4 more defend than this? I think 4 life is actually fine. 4 life sounds like a good number to have. Alright. We're slowly whittling him down. It kind of sucks that we kept getting our Thunderstrike with those hands that we kept trying to kind of mulligan away, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Once again, we could Echo Form or Consume. It's not enough damage. I'm gonna Echo Form this because I'm gonna play this safe. I think we still want to Consume and then just defend again. God, we're gonna be so low. We're gonna be at 6 life? I'm sorry, 2 life because we're taking 6 damage? Okay. I really need to draw Thunderstrike. I think if I don't have Thunderstrike to Echo Form, I just lose. Okay. So that is 140 damage. which is 280 damage, which is lethal. Thank you, Echo Form, for existing. And thank you, Thunderstrike, for carrying my dumb ass all the way to the victory again. Alright, what do I unlock? Gold-plated cables, turnip runic capacitor. Neato burritos. And we are almost to our final set of unlocks. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about random things. Once again, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more in the future, and I will see you in the next episode, where we will not be playing the Defect. We will probably be playing someone else. Probably. I can't guarantee anything. Thank you for watching once again. I truly do appreciate it. Goodbye.